Welcome back to our Holy Week devotionals. Today is Wednesday. I call this Watch Wednesday. Jesus continues to teach and preach throughout this week, but something begins to shift and change here on Wednesday. It's as if his message gets a little more urgent. Let's read about it in Matthew 24. It says, Jesus answered, and he said, "Watch out that no one deceives you. For many will come in my name claiming I'm the Messiah and will deceive many. You'll hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it that you're not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. Nation will rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of birth pains." Now there's something about the pains of giving birth. And I'll say right now, I have no idea what it feels like, but I know my wife has been through it 4 times. And there's something about that experience that I can't imagine. No man could handle it, I'm sure. But after that child is born and is placed in a mother's arms, no matter how excruciating the pain was, doesn't make the pain go away. But when that child is in a mother's arms, it makes it all worth it. It just seems to make everything right. When Jesus returns, he's going to make everything worth it. All the pain that we've had to endure, all the difficulty, all the challenges, everything that hasn't been right or perfect in your life, it will be worth it when Jesus returns. And verse 36 says, "But about that day or hour no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. For in the days before the flood, people were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, up to the day Noah entered the ark, and they knew nothing about what would happen until the flood came and took them all away. This is how it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. 2 men will be in the field, one will be taken and the other left. 2 women will be grinding at the handmill, one will be taken and the other left. Therefore, keep watch." There's that word again, watch, "because you do not know on what day your Lord will come." Let me ask you a question. What are some things that you look for with excitement and anticipation? What are some things that you watch for? Birthdays, Christmas, anniversaries, the weekend, Fridays, family coming to visit, family leaving and going home. What are some things that you watch for? Jesus said, keep watch, because you don't know on what day he's coming. What does that mean? Keep watch means to be ready, to stay ready, because he's coming soon. I remember reading the story of a principal at a certain school that walked into the senior class of the school and said, "I have a social experiment before you." And she said that I'm going to come in at some day during this month, and I'll give a prize, a reward to the student who has the cleanest desk. And they said, "What day are you coming?" She said, "You don't know." "Are you going to give us a heads up?" "No, just sometime during this month." She walked out and all the kids started talking about, "I'm going to win, I'm going to win." One little girl said, "I'm going to win that prize." And they all kind of laughed at her because they said, you're the messiest desk of all of us. And she said, "Well, I'll clean it at the first of each week." They said, "Well, what if she comes at the end of the week?" The girl thought, "I'll clean it at the beginning of each morning." He said, "What if she comes in the late afternoon?" And she thought for a minute. She said, "I know what I'll do. I'll just keep it clean." I like that. I'll just keep it clean. You know what you and I need to do to be ready to watch for his return? Keep it clean. Keep your life clean. Keep my life clean. Let's keep it clean. My concern is that most of us live our lives kind of like passengers on an airplane. We're on the airplane, and whenever the stewardess stands up there in the center aisle and she goes through her safety protocol speech, and she's talking about what to do when the oxygen mask drop down, where the exits are, and make sure that you know where your floating devices are. What are we doing? We're checking our phone for the last time before we put them in airplane mode. We're reading a magazine of which we have no interest in. We're doing anything but listen to the instructions. But what if that plane takes off and we're 30,000 feet above the air. And all of a sudden, the pilot comes on and he says, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to enter some turbulence, and I have concern that we're not going to make it through. The stewardess is going to give you safety protocol, safety instructions. Would you please pay attention? I bet every one of us would pay attention then. What changed? Urgency. The urgency of the moment. And this is what Jesus was trying to get across on this Wednesday, that he's coming back. And he said, keep watch. You need to be urgent about staying ready, being ready. So my challenge to you today, whatever you got to do to get ready, keep it clean. Stay clean. Stay free. Jesus is coming back. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you and give you great, great peace.